Howdy, and welcome to Brandi's Book Stack. Today I thought we'd talk about another book haul. Book haul of Capitalism! Because I already have many books, and I bought some more. I can't control myself. It's a problem. A real problem. But what are you going to do? So, this weekend we went to Dallas. Part of the reason I could not control myself because Dallas, compared to Oklahoma City, has a lot more bookstores per capita, and they have one of my favorite bookstores in the world, which is the Half Price Books that is on Northwest Highway. If you have been to a Half Price Books before, you say, hey, I've been there, they're nothing special. Well, this one's a little different. And I did take a little bit of footage of that Half Price Bookstore so you could take a look and see just kind of the scope of it. One Half Price Books, could fit in the reference section of that big bookstore there on Northwest Highway. The land of books. And so I got some books there, and then I got some books at a few other half-price books in town, and then I'll talk about one other bookstore we visited on the way out of town. So what did I get? Well, I got this, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. I picked up this, the reason I picked up a few books lately. In Oklahoma, they're getting kind of censory on books. And this is one of the books they're censoring. And you say, The Grapes of Wrath, man, that's a classic. What would they have to be upset about with that? Well, it uses the word okie. And some Oklahomans find that to be an insult. I just don't get it. Come on, guys. Okie? Really? If somebody called me an okie, I'd say, yeah, I'm an okie. I'm from Oklahoma. But nevertheless, I wanted to pick it up before they started banning it, and I couldn't get a hold of it anymore. So, Grapes of Wrath. And it was a nice vintage copy. I think I paid $3 for this. Next, I got The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. I just recently finished her first Earthsea novel, and I really liked it. And I wanted to see what her adult writing was like, and so this is one of her really famous works. And I decided to get this, again, vintage copy, and I think I paid about $3. Next is a book that I can't pronounce. I come across that quite a bit, unfortunately. This is a book by Balzac, who I believe is French, Père Goriot, and Eugénie Grandet. I'm probably mispronouncing that name terribly, but I'd heard that the second book, this Eugénie Grandet, I think is how it's pronounced, is supposed to be a really good book. And I love these small modern library books that are hardback. They're just the right size to fit in your hand comfortably, and they seem to last a really long time. And this one I paid $8 for, which I thought was a pretty good deal, just considering in the kind of shape that it's in and how long-lasting these books are. So thought I'd give that a try. Next, I got another series of modern library books, some Greek classics. And that is Euripides 1 and 2. See that? And then the Aeschylus 1 and 2, which I thought was really cool. And these I paid $10 a piece for. Nice hardback copies. Will look pretty on my shelves. They even have the dust jackets on them. And I've been wanting to dip into Greek literature a little bit more. I've read the Sophocles, Theban plays. I've read the Odyssey. I intend to read the Iliad this year. I've read portions of it, but not the whole thing. And then I'd like to get into some of the more of the Greek plays. So I decided to pick those up. Next is an obsession of mine. I am a huge Agatha Christie fan, and I have come across these books that are the Franklin Blue Leatherette classics for Agatha Christie. And they look like this. They are leatherette. They are not leather. They have these nice end papers in them. And they have that for pretty much all of the Agatha Christie novels that she wrote. And I'm trying to collect all of the Agatha Christie novels. I have currently, not all of them in this trade dress, but I have all of them in some form or fashion except for, I think, 5 or 6. So as I'm reading them in publication order and I come across one that I don't have, I go on the hunt for it until I find it. And I came across a couple that I didn't have. One of these is this Mr. Parker Pine Detective. And then I also came across Elephants Can Remember. And those were a couple that I didn't have. Next, I had been kind of looking for a copy of Aesop's Fables, and I found one of those at half price. So I got that. I haven't taken all the sticker off of it yet. But it's got some decent illustrations. You can kind of see that throughout the book. So I just thought that would be a nice little copy to have. Go along with my Greek literature. And then finally, on the way out of town, we stopped at a bookstore called Recycled Books. It's in Denton. It is a privately owned bookstore that's been there for quite some time, and they have a fairly large collection of just all kinds of books. And I picked up The Good Soldier's Svejik. I have a very difficult time saying that word. This is supposed to be a really, really funny, I think it is, I was wondering if it said, I think Czechoslovakian. This book is Czechoslovakian. And it's supposed to be kind of an absurdity of war novel, but it's supposed to be very, very funny. I've heard a lot of really wonderful things about it, so I thought I'd give it a try, but I'll have to be in the right mood because, as you can see, it is quite lengthy. But it also does have these little illustrations in it, which I think are pretty charming. It's always interesting to read something that's from a different culture and a different language. So that is my book haul. Hopefully that will be the last for a while, and I'll end the endless consumerism because I have quite a few books that I have not read that are sitting there waiting for me. So, but I couldn't resist on my latest trip. So I hope you enjoyed this, and tell me the books that you've gotten recently. I'd be interested to know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. Thanks again. Bye.